Yeah, I'm so happy.
You're not enjoying your holiday?
Oh, I enjoy all this. Sure. Come to my class.
I thought, Manian, we might be getting a beautiful pie. We might be getting a beautiful pie.
A pie? Oh, next time, next time.
All right. We'll
Okay.
reserve for next time.
Like some of this, it's freshly made.
Okay.
Okay, you want to try it?
Yeah.
Pretty color, huh?
That's apple and salad.
What is that?
Beautiful surroundings. Right?
Man,
I'm talking a movie right now.
Come.
Sunday, huh? Take it.
Continually ongoing live laboratory. Follow. Right from the birth, it is 100% effective laboratory that goes on and on and on without interruption, day in and day out, beautifully, naturally. The way the plantations, trees, foliage, and all living matter and all living beings go on. You understand? But the human laboratory goes on in a much advanced form of life, Dr. Weiss. That's the beauty of our human life. Because it's a erect posture. Beautiful. Beautiful erect posture. That's where you have studied. That's where you have studied chiropractic. Huh?
our is natural, chiropractic is
The
natural.
same thing I tell you, no? Same thing I tell you. Because the human body, basic in the whole human body, the spinal cord is the base.
Oh, yeah.
That is the base.
Can we leave some control?
Juices?
This is the spinal cord.
Everybody won't take it, but you just give him maybe avocado.
If you can maintain that
You don't
spinal
have to
cord
do all
to be
that
healthy,
stuff. You don't have to do all this stuff.
if you can teach children right from childhood for spinal cord to get them children healthy, throughout their life, health will be there. Am I right or not? See how she is healthy.
Right.
Yo,
She knows.
no, because you helped her a lot.
Oh, sure. You know, she studied yoga before I studied chiropractic.
Hey, really?
Yes.
She's too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, I just wanted to fix a plate for you. Do you like
Sure.
hummus?
Which one?
Hummus?
Hummus.
What is it?
Chickpeas, આપણે ચણા છે ને, ચણા દાળ.
Not much. Little bit.
Okay, will you fix him a plate?
Yes. And a piece of
Everybody likes-
bread. In America, American children and elders, they gather together at one place at a decided center previous year, and everybody is invited. So almost from all the states, all the families, they keep those 4, 5, maybe whatever number of days. If it is a long weekend or whatever, they try to combine. They keep that, reserve those days for this particular occasion. And they gather together, do something, and we celebrate. We stay there. And we have a program, which is a beautiful cultural program and all sorts. It's worth attending one day. Worth attending. Dr. Vittal, get that happen.
But their son is,
Sometime.
Dadaji, their son is committed to open chiropractic somehow in India.
Yes.
He says it happens with his hand.
Doctor. His desire is that, and we have blessed him. You do come. He came once. He did paid one visit, and I hope he will succeed. He will succeed. Our people are slow little. I know that. They are slow to grasp. slow to appreciate also little. I can understand. But once they appreciate, then things become easier maybe. So it will be all right.
I think, Dadaji, we have progressed so much. In 1 year, what we, Nick and I, and even Dr. Wise also helped us. While we were there, he sent us a lot of material. Nick, and we asked Dadaji.
Otherwise, Indian Medical Association, to have progress is not that easy. There also. But the progress that you have made is quite fast.
Very, very fast, Dadaji. Nick and we were surprised that we can make an entry all the way to the top, Only one person we had to convince and we got it. But somehow we could not get his, he had ongoing so many problems. It is because of his blessing, Dada's blessing. Maybe I was in his heart all the time, but I was away so long, so it took me so long to catch him up.
The first day I saw him, we told him that we have seen you through and through. One day you will come to us. And he did come.
Yeah. So you met his wife before Victor?
Before.
So how long was it?
Not long. But Dadaji told me that I have met you so many times. That was in his darshan. He has so many, so he said, I have seen you so many times.
Wow.
And I couldn't even believe, and he got me answer after 2.5, 3 years later. I found out that Dadaji, why he saw me. That was, I will explain to you later.
Okay.
It was wonderful. I'll tell you that the experience I have is unreal.
Or real?
I mean, unreal in the sense it's real,
Yeah, very real.
Dr. Weiss, our powers within are vast. You understand? Our powers within are vast. Those are not the powers of mind you. But those are the powers of our own. When I say our own, first thing that becomes most important is what does it mean by me? When I say our means what our? Who me? Who? That is more important. Dr. Weiss. Who? Who am I? Who am I? After all this. Understand? That's the point. The moment you realize your real self, I self, that is without my, that is minus without my, the pure I has infinite powers within you. But by power, we understand the powers as usable by human beings. Do you follow?
Yes.
As humans use powers. As if you have capability to use them. As if you are the owner of those powers. That way you understand the powers. No, powers are not that. Powers are verily you. That you don't know. Do you understand? When you know that verily you are the power and the source also verily you. What is the question of you verily as power using you as power? As by you as power. Where is the question? You understand? What is that? Suppose that is the instrument. Bring it near. This is some instrument. This is the instrument. This is the instrument, I am that. If verily I am that, if verily I am that, and I am that, and I am that if I am that, then where is the question that if verily I am that I have to be that if I am verily that? Where is the question that I have to be that? I am. Don't you follow? I am. Understand? That is realization. Marianne, that is realization. Dr. Weiss, in this frail body. You understand?
Yes.
Frail body. And verily, that human body is to experience that for that. And amongst all the living entities, a human entity is basically that important this way. The importance of responsibility lies on a human entity as a living entity, at most amongst all the living forms. Do you know that? No.
The what?
Amongst all the living forms, human entity is the most responsible, responsibly responsible to all the living entities, so that all the living forms are together wonderfully, friendly, coexistentially, without quarreling each other, without clashing each other. You understand?
Yeah. Do we have, as human beings, because we are the most responsible,
Most responsibly responsible.
do we have,
You are not to go out to be responsible. Naturally you are responsible. But unfortunately, that lessons are not there right from the childhood stage. Do you want to know? Right from the childhood stage, what are we? What children are taught? Ego factor. Hey, come up. You are a leader. Hey, you take leadership. You know, right? You question president. Right?
right?
It is your right. That is all. Well, a human being, that is because of the erect posture, that ownership of action and activity that happens naturally to get acquired as an acquisition of a tool as a human being. It makes all the difference in human life. Action. In society, in religion, in God love, everywhere. Do you follow? To even have faith in God also. Everywhere. Right? That's it. Action. That's it. Action will be the word that everybody would like to put first. If action is not there, nothing is there. Is that right, Maria? Without action is nothing is there?
I personally know that I tend to do a lot rather than just be. And I'm learning just to be present rather than have so much action.
Is it? Oh, that's good. Who taught you?
Life. Did you have a question you wanted to ask?
Yeah, you had a question. Go ahead.
What is that?
No, that, just when you were talking about responsibly responsible, because of that, we have perhaps a stewardship or we owe to other forms of life,
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah,
protection,
yeah.
sometimes...
That is exactly why do we manufacture this carbon dioxide constantly without disturbing the atmosphere? We don't pollute atmosphere, but by emitting carbon monoxide we do. Why? Tell me. Carbon monoxide does. Industrial gases does. Chemicals does. Right? And carbon that does. Whole world is in whole worrying now. Do they not worry? At Geneva and all.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. That's all. Greenhouse effect and this and that, what not. That is what is happening. That is a human activity, action, effort. Do you follow?
So how are we to live?
Hmm?
How are we to live?
As far naturally as possible. Is it possible?
We approach it, we get as close as we can,
But unless that greed factor gets, unnatural greed factor gets more, it comes to naturality. How can you be natural? Because when vice, greed factor.
yeah, we all battle that.
That makes you unnatural. Is it not so?
True.
Or no?
That's true.
Don't you drink to win a lottery?
So I can. My husband and I have a plan. First, we have to play the lottery, but then when we win,
Take action.
yeah, take action.
No, what I mean to say, that these are the forces which are at play, interaction within a human body only. Because a human body is a developed form. Therefore, these forces are automatically, naturally, they grow. The way a human body grows from a child, from the birth, further on, as you grow in the age, likewise, from within, these interactive forces also growth takes place. That is what is happening. Along with that brain and all other factors. You understand? That is what is happening. Exactly. Because the scope for that immense power that is within, which is constrained, which at the time of the birth is in a very constrained form, that is there, but it is very innocent and natural. A beautiful baby. The baby would care to fix for the world. No. But we will be worrying and caring a lot. Would baby will care?
You asked that question of children. The baby is going to just automatically,
Natural, innocent.
naturally
But
want
that,
the food.
what is beautiful innocence?
Beautiful innocence.
Why that innocence cannot be preserved or maintained or retained as the body gets of age?
The ego develops.
If that innocence also has to grow, why does it not grow? Tell me.
Is it that the ego grows stronger
Exactly.
than the...
Exactly. No, because that ego that comes along with the body that gets born is constrained.
So our educational system is set up to have the ego grow stronger than the...
More cultured and
Yeah.
more cultivated.
Right.
That is the point.
Are you familiar with Maria Montessori's type of... Are you familiar with the Montessori type of education?
Yes. In Germany it started.
Italy.
Italy. Yeah, that's true. I know. Italy, true.
Right, and
And
she
it came
spent
into
4
the-
years in Kodaikanal, India.
I know. In India it came. I know. And I know very well. It's good, a very good system. And in Germany, that professor who started in 1928.
Steiner, Rudolf
Yeah,
Steiner.
Steiner.
Yeah.
Wonderful experiment he conducted. And in America, so many schools.
That's multi-specialty.
Yes. And I think very good could come up in that. I heard about that. I read some literature about that. That is also a good experiment. And it was a marriage between anthropology and philosophy. So much anthroposophy. Beautiful. What a beautiful. So now I will take permission to leave. Huh? In my knowing and seeing vision power within that is opened out so vast because all the coverings are gone. My owning power in this body is no more now. No more. You understand? Oh no. You don't like that too much?
We all like Dadaji. I wish we all had that.
So I am not the owner of my mind. I am not the owner of my speech. I am not the owner of my body. Speech is a record, a recorded. Actually, the body is nothing but a machine, but it is not a mechanical machine. It is a natural machine. That is more important. Do you understand? There is a vast difference between the natural machine and a mechanical machine. Mechanical machine is a man-made machine, and a natural machine is nature. Nature made means nature does not make, but natural phenomena comes into play in all birth process and everything. Whoever knows what is that concealment, beautiful, and all that process, the medical science and all, that's very good science. I hope Dr. Weiss and this beautiful young lady will give some books to read.
Sure.
Particularly, I would recommend that Dr. Amin's book.
Okay.
It is very based on science. It is very simple to read. You will come to know about this.
Yes, we'll bring it there. This time I come, I'll bring for them.
And I will get you'll get a copy of that. Please go through. And then when we meet again, we'll talk a lot. Okay. There is beautiful science of mind, inner body organs, everything. Beautiful.
They're both bibliophiles. That's a wonderful gift. These two are both book lovers.
Oh, that's good. So, permit me. With your permission, I leave. Or two. Okay? My blessings.
So
Carry
Victor,
on
can
your
we come
studies.
over to your
And
home? Are you
teach
going to
children
You
have...
well.
should come to our house if
Okay.
you want.
You're going to do the discourse?
I'm leaving tomorrow.
Yeah, we have a lot of food.
I wanted that
you are here.
for you.
Especially.